Previously on Aethernaut. The Co reach out to one of their own, and the rationalization of the humans' actions continues. Okay, just to remind you, time is not entirely on your side. Only partially.
I'm going to start making preparations on my side. Although most of the work to shut down the core will be in your hands, I still need to monitor the procedure. Keep pushing through. We're almost there.
Roughly translated, you have all of what you need, but it couldn't hurt to get more than that. I'm not the kind of person that likes to leave a task half finished. And it looks like you don't either. Otherwise you would have gone straight to the core. I have a suspicion that your knees what? Well, you'll need the extras for what you'll be needing to do. Okay, so far you have a dolly and a cube that lights everything up. Yes, at some point you'll need to force the doors open. Only problem I can see is the dark panel. As long as there's lights. Okay, we've got 4 more to take care of. And then you're done in this section. Let's head over there then. I have an idea. This might work if you switch the green with the blue. Yes, light with time. And also switch the panels. Well, light up the panel and... Okay, let's start again. You don't need time freeze on that. Yes, you have the right idea now. You need to move the parts in a relay. If you want this to work. Yes. This will also work better if you have... Oh yes, you'll need to move the panel that way. As you'll need that to move through the door. Yes or no? It can be a pain to think four-dimensionally. It's certainly the case with humans, but in your case that doesn't really apply, does it? As you're not human. Ah, yes. This would work better if you move the dolly on this side. The time dolly. In fact, it would also be, well, nice if you move the dolly to somewhere where the angle allows for the other window to allow the beam to pass through. Yes, the beam between dollies needs either a clear space or glass for this to work. That's where you can move through here. Yes, it would also help if obstructions were removed. Okay, yes, you're going to need to also move the panel so that when you're making copies of yourself, you can actually use it. That, and it would also help if you had the light shining in the right direction. Yes, that one. Yes, best get it ready for when you need it. Okay, now you have everything in place and... we might be missing something, and the answer is no, we haven't. The lights were set up, and now you can claim what's on the other side of this door. After you pick up the dolly and put it on the pressure plates. Yes, it's always the small details that are missed, and are usually the more important ones. Yes, there's nothing else in here, so I'd pick it up and move on. Good work. 3 more to go. I see you're going through those that you went back to take care of later in numerical order. And yes, as long as lights are green, the doors will stay shut. Yes, it's best to have everything ready for when time moves on around there. And yes, you'll be needing that. And not just to make sure there's 2 of you, and yes, the dark. Cancels out freezing time, and yes, if it works there, it'll work here. And now you'll need to think 4-dimensionally once again. And make it so that the doors are opened in the right sequence. Yes. You'll need to do something here before you can do something on the other side. Yes, that could work. Yes. Dark on the left side, light on the right side. Yes. Everything is in place. Oh yes. Thinking 4-dimensionally and making sure that the light is shone where it's needed. And now... yes. I think you've got the timing wrong. Let's try that again. Yes, it would help if the door remains open before you go to the other side and pass through it. Otherwise... Yes. Now, it's grown better, and... yeah. Just not good enough. Yes, you need to make sure that they're able to get to the other side before you walk through there. Okay, much better. Now to take care of the rest. Dark on left, light on right, and then have light with the aimable light source and, yes, in between the eyes. Yes, and make sure you have the panel. That's an important part of this. Yes. And it would also help if you stopped the cancellation of time. Good. And... yes, we're done here. 2 more to go. Well, whatever you choose. It'd probably be a good idea to make sure you have as many of what you've been picking up as possible. Because I suspect if you have too few, it might cause more harm than good. Yeah, these are the last two of the excavation area. And no, I can't see any recordings. Oh yes, in the back narrows I could sense another, but don't have the exact location. Okay, so far you've got the right idea. Yes, for this to work, it would help to have that dolly out of the room. Yes, that's what you need. As for let's see. Well, you don't need that room, so you can put the panel back. Let's see, what's next? Oh yes. You'll need to go back and forth regarding the dollies and what's on the other side. Certainly to move the dolly to that room. Oh yes, you also need the panel in order to get into that room. Yes. Although with the time portals, it's not going to work. I mean, moving objects through it. See what I mean? Although you will need to have something on that panel in order to make getting into the exit room work. Or rather, to pick up what you've come in here for. Oh yes. That would also... Yes, it would also work best if you had the panel on the other side ready for... Ah, yes. Good thinking. To make sure that when the door is open and you move it over there, you can actually get it to where you need it to. Okay, yes, you're going to need that light source. Well, that projector. Whatever you want to call it, you need that. And that panel is not that useful right now. So you might as well use it for other things. Yes, that could be a problem. I have an idea that could help with that. How about you make a copy on this side, although it would help to reset it, then go back and then forth, and then while one of the copies is on the pressure plate, pick up the panel and get up before the stairs disappear. After that, the pressure plates there will be a redundant feature. Good, it works. And now you have something to project. Yes, of course. Yes, time needs to be treated carefully, so that you can not only get to the other side, but also keep everything in place so that you can not only have a light on this side, but also the panel. Yes, first you need to keep that door open, then you need to keep the stairs intact. It would also have this feeling you're missing something. Oh yes, you'll need to make sure that you have everything set up so that the time of everything is kept frozen after the door is open. That way, everything can be moved to where it's needed. Yes, you still need to move through that door. Good work. All that remains is the recording in the excavation site. It does help to get all the information. It'll take me time to narrow down where it is, though. So please be patient.
This is Foreman Ferrick, reporting on Incident 27780, the passing of my predecessor, Forewoman Faley. An excavation machine overloaded while testing a new way of transferring aether power, which killed several workers. Unfortunately, Faley has left no accounts of her tenure as Forewoman, so it might be very challenging to get up to speed. Still, I've noticed many glaring security issues on the ground floor, which I intend to bring up to the administrators immediately.
Yes, the administration seems to be guilty of second-degree murder due to willful negligence. Yes, I remember that there is somewhere that you haven't been to besides the core. And it's accessible from the upper narrows. In fact, you had to go into the far future just to get there. Yes, quite a few million years in the future, to be more precise.
Take a deep breath and clear your mind, because you are now in the vivarium. This is the only place in the construct where vegetation was allowed to flourish. We came for relaxation, grew crops for leisure, and it also helped filter the air in the facility. Not that it made much of a difference once the Aether came flooding in.
Yeah, they need to fire the gardeners. They've allowed it to overgrow. Yes, where you went when you unlocked this part of the constructs. It was clearly a point in this planet's future when the oceans boiled up and life was no longer possible. It certainly wasn't somewhere where you'd willfully stay for long periods, is it? Oh yes, and this isn't the first time I've seen things from beneath the ocean surface. In fact, been to that world and variations of it a few times. Something that was created with the best of intentions, which, over the course of a number of years, turned into a nightmare. And yes, I think it's a good idea to look through the different parts of this vivarium before going through the tests. Look for any recordings that might provide more insight. Yes, the excavation area certainly gave some insight with the criminal amounts of negligence. Ah, here's one.
I've been meeting with Dr. Fairfax for several months now, and she suggested that I keep a record of my thoughts. So, this is it, I guess. I haven't left the construct for several weeks now, and I'm going absolutely crazy. Since I'm considered essential personnel, I have free access to relax in the vivarium. But it'll be weeks, maybe months, before I can see the sun again. Once again, I threw myself into something new and exciting, the position of senior lab assistant, without thinking of the ramifications.
Well, whoever made that recording got off lightly. As in the City of Rapture, there are those that intended to spend the rest of their lives down there, due to them wanting to escape things like, oh, I don't know, government censorship, forced mediocrity, along with a number of different injustices that Rapture was built to escape from. Not that it made a lot of difference, as the one who had it built. Let's just say that even their power corrupts. That, and there are those that had the idea that if they don't have to compete, they don't really have to care as much. Yes, that was the problem. Anyway, the vivarium was somewhere that was certainly beneficial for relaxation, and it also reminded everyone that they were on the bottom of the ocean. Well, it certainly didn't help when everything bad that could happen did happen. And here you are, working on clearing up the mess that is making people disappear quicker than a dissident in an authoritarian regime. Right. Let's go through this in numerical order. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? How will they fare in the vivarium? Find out next time on Aethernaut.